Dexter plays GemCraft FrostBorn Wrath from Games in a Bottle. Welcome back to GemCraft FrostBorn Wrath. We are going to go ahead and do some playthrough stuff. I was wrestling with it myself. There's a lot of grinding, and I think I know what I'll do with that, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I've already done in the Recon W1. I think even got a little bit in the W2. I'm also going to do, for each of these, the trial mode. So if I select this, you'll see there's a trial mode. This is the puzzle version, vision field for those who played in Chasing Shadows. I will not be doing trial modes in the playthrough. I will record separate videos for each trial mode as we go along. So if you're looking for the trial mode, go take a look at that. Recently, they did make some changes. The changes were, see here, this is a wizard stash in it. They used to have wizard stashes in the trial mode, but they got a lot of feedback about people not liking to do that. So they moved all of the stashes into, or all of the stashes of consequence into endurance and or journey mode. So as we go through, we'll be coming across some of those. I've already come across a few. I've already unlocked the fusion skill, the orb of presence skill, and the mana stream skill. Because I did do the first few here, and I'm paying 5 points in each. I still have 44 unspent points that I'm going to be using for advancing. I've already completed the W1 field and W2 fields. So we are going to go ahead and keep going through W3. So we'll take journey mode. This will just give us a chance to unlock it. I've actually done the journey mode here, but I haven't done it on screen, so we will record what we are doing. I have been doing some analysis as well, and as I come into screens like this one, where the analysis makes a difference, I'm going to tell you about what I found. One of the things that I did find is that the usefulness, if you will, of orange mana draining spell, or mana draining guy here. So if we look here, he does 9 to 16. This one does 11 to 20, so it does more damage than the comparable slowing gem. In addition to that, since this is already there, I might as well go ahead and throw one out here, and I probably will do that like this, and I will stick that in there. I have found that on orange, a level 1 gem will pay for itself, not the tower you put it in, but pay for itself in about 12 waves. Well, actually, about 12 waves. It is not very cost effective from that point of view. This one takes like 48 or 56 waves. I mean, it gets to the point where these are ridiculously expensive for the return. Well, you can also look at it from another point of view. Well, what if I want to, I'm more interested in the cost break I get for it than I am for the overall damage. In other words, if I get half my mana back on this one, then in effect, I have done more DPS for the mana than this. I took that into account, and it still doesn't pay for itself. Orange is just not worth it, all right? Unless you have a single one there, or they're already sitting in your, like in this case, I already got one, might as well use it. But I'm not going to build any more of them. The other thing that I found was that in GemCraft Chasing Shadows, when you joined gems together, like for example, if I created 2 level 1 gems here, and I did a join on them, I could get slightly better stats than I could if I didn't. Okay, so if I created a level 2 gem like this, and I joined 2 for a level 2 gem, the joining actually gave me slightly better stats. I mean, we're talking like 2%, 5%, somewhere in there. It wasn't huge, but it was enough if you were going to do things like, going for endurance long term. It became worthwhile to duplicate and join. Not here. I have found that the cost for doing an upgrade like this is actually slightly less effective than just creating a level 3 gem. So ideally, I'd prefer to create the level 3 gem rather than join 2 to create a level 3 gem. And the difference there is around, I think I came out around 2%. It's a 2% hit combining. So it's not huge, but if you keep that in mind, as a general rule of thumb, create the next gem you're wanting to go to, and then maybe join behind with the stuff that's left over. That gives you some advantage. I also try to do some other things, but we'll talk about that as we move on to the next screen here, as we're just about to finish off. Let's go ahead and speed this thing up. I've talked at you long enough. I think you're fine. So here's a case where I could create a level 3 and put it in there if I want to, but hey, we're done. All right, so that's Journey Field 3 done. I got a talisman. That's cool. Let's go take a look at our talisman. I'll just drop it in here somewhere. Blah, blah, blah. It's giving me 60% damage. Now with the talismans, you can spend your shadow cores here to unlock these things around here. So the lowest one is 200 points. Or I can spend it to upgrade. This is giving me a bonus to damage on buildings. I'm going to just keep it. I'm not going to upgrade it. It's not going to what I'm going to want to use. Let's keep moving. We're going to go through first doing journey modes until I get to one where I hit a wall, and then we'll come back and we'll do endurances, or maybe I'll go fishing depending on what the field is. So we're into the number 4 here. We're into poison. Now the poison here has an effect of +8 damage here for 9 seconds. So ideally, you want to be lacing the whole area around here with poison spells. Okay. I'm going to put one way up in here, make these guys go around me a bit. There we go. So you want to just keep these guys doing it. Now here's another trick. When this shoots, I'll let it go. Bing! He killed. Damn it. There we go. One guy didn't die. So you can flick here. He's poisoned for 14 hit points. This is going to tick off on him, and he's got 2 hit points left. He's going to die. Poison, once you hit, the damage this guy does, which if we come back over here, you see it does 12 to 18. So when he shoots this guy, he's going to do 12 to 18 minus the 4. So he's going to do 8 to, what did I say, 18, so it'll be 8 to 14 or something like that. So he may or may not kill this on one shot, which he didn't. But the hit points, the poison on him, ignores armor. So if I can stack a bunch of poison on him, I can still do damage, even if I don't even get through the armor. So that's an important thing to note. But right now, one of the other things to note is he's going to be shooting at whoever's first. And ideally, I want to have this guy shoot everybody. So I'm going to go put these things all on random. Basically, I'm saying just shoot. Pick something, shoot them around you. And with that, I will be able to spread the poison around, where I'm not really too concerned about killing one. I'm really just more concerned about making sure everybody's got poison on them. See, like I got poison on a couple of these guys. Pretty good deal. I'm up to level 2. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and start pushing some of this here. I'm going to get, if you call in early, you get a bonus to your mana. Again, here's your mana pool. You can see this is how this is coming along. It's coming along fine. Hey, you know what? You're going too slow for me. Let's move. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, 374. This is going to be like a 900 to get a level 3 gem. And I am going to put in a level 3 gem here in a minute. Just going to let it go. Boop, boop. Keep calling things in early. A little bit early. A little bit more. This is coming along quite nicely. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, let's slow down a little bit. There's my level 3. Yep, bing. Let's put this over here. I'm going to put this over here. All right, let's go ahead and accelerate again. And I'm going to let the poison stack up a little bit. I'd like to get another level 3 gem if I can. I think I will be able to. Hey, look, I'm calling in things early, so I'm getting some points here for that. I'm getting close to the 900 point, so I should be able to get my level 3 gem here in a second. There it is. Go ahead and call that in. Bing. I'll put it here. And now I'm at the point where I've used a lot of this stuff, so I'll go ahead and join something here in a second. These are linked, so when I call this in, they'll both come in together. Okay, I can do a join, so I'll join over here. I'm going to swap these guys out like this. And it should take care of that. I could probably just let this go. Yep. Done. Pretty easy. So I think the key to poison is to spread it out. If you got a long path, just hit them with poison to keep them bleeding. And definitely use the random. So we've got an achievement of short tempered. I called in 5 waves early. I got another fragment. That's great. We'll use that. Got a new tile, and I also unlocked a new field. So when I go back to the map, it's going to add this tile down here. Bing! And then a new field. Let's see what I picked up. Navigating the map. Yep, thank you. WASD. So this is just like putting in the puzzle pieces. I could put this thing in here. I could put it in down here. I can't put it over there or here because they don't match, right? So I'll just put it in here. Now notice also there's some lines on these talismans. The lines, if you put 3 of a different kind, you're supposed to get a bonus. If you put 3 of the same kind, you're supposed to get a bonus. The other thing I could do, of course, is I can always use my my fragment shape collection. If I don't like one, I can just throw it in here and save it. I'm going to keep ones I have. Let's go ahead into S1 now and see what we can get here. I didn't even bother to look to see if there's a wizard stash. Probably should. So as you noticed, I haven't spent any of my points yet. I've got 52, which is going to give me some extra stuff. And now I've got traps. That's cool. So I got an achievement, the White Wand. Great. Again, here we are at this whole thing. You know, you want to stack them up. Level 1. Now, here's something. I can't summon more gems in for this at the moment. We've already figured out that the leeching gems at this stage suck. I'm not even going to bother. Kind of, I mean, if you're like, I'm orange guy, yeah, fine, go ahead, get it. But what I can do here is I can go ahead and join these two, right? And then if I hit the D key, I duplicate. So this is how you can keep, if you've given you one of these gems, now I can keep using it. And this is seriously strong in here. Seriously stupid strong. In addition to that, I think I will let it go ahead and move. Okay, and one of the other things I want to do is I'm waiting for level 2. I want to put in a slow gem right in front of that. The slow gem will just give it a little bit more time for its. I'll pop that thing in. Really? Come on. You can also put these on random too, and frankly, I think I will. All right, there's my level 2 blue. Let this thing go through. Oh, one got through. No! Oh, he died. Good. We will let this thing continue to move forward. Now, I could upgrade these, and that would be a good reason to do that. But I'm going to go ahead. Missed. I got a level 2. Did you get poisoned? You did not get poisoned, sir. You need to go away. Can you get him? Yes. Nice. All right, so now I think I'm going to let this thing kind of cruise along a little bit. I could throw another tower up in here, right there. Maybe go for a level 2 gem. There's a level 2. Throw that in. All right, and then I could just kind of wait for these guys to bleed out, shoot them down. A 580, I think, is another. I could probably do an upgrade here. Let's get that one going. And then I'm just going to pop these guys in. I could also, let me slow this thing down here. This thing here, this monster nest, you notice it has armored point. So this is a monster nest. I could put a tower next to it if I wanted to and try to kill it. And all that does is remove 1 spawn point for the monsters. You'll still get all the same monsters, but they won't be able to spawn from here. They'll have to come in from one of these other sides. It's kind of a way to make sure that they come across any kind of traps or anything that you have out there. So what do we get? We've got White Wand achievement, reach level 10. We've got kill 12 monsters with gems and traps. Yep, we did have more than 75% of the monster killed by poison. We unlocked 2 fields, and we got some more shadow cores. Excellent. So we could go to either one of these if we want to. And here's saying click on previous field done field tokens to replay for higher XP. So let's go ahead and pick just to hover over these. So this one has an endurance mode for something. This has endurance mode for something. This one has a wizard stash. Okay. So I'm going to continue on just a little bit further. Let's take a look at my skills here. Nope, I still don't have trap. So I might come back here. Let's see what happens when I go to this guy. I might go back. So as we go through this, I will continue to do analyses on a variety of things. Calling in waves early. Well, we just saw how that happens. You call them in, you get a boost of experience and stuff. So here we've got a tower. We've got these beacons, which will give effects. This particular effect is you can't build a tower near it. Okay, but I could put it over here, for example. So I have already got a gem here. That is a armor stripping and mana leeching gem. It's there anyway, but I'm going to put it to highest shielded. Notice how I'm using the various things. We've got nearest to the orb, swarmlings, which are little guys rushing you, giants, random, structure, highest banishment cost or special. We might see that come up soon. Highest shielded or armored. And least hit points. So at the moment I'm going to go shielded because I want this guy stripping armor off of guys. His whole job is to take off armor. I'm not the best in the world, but it's going to be fine. I can also get another 2 level 1 here, but I think I'm pretty close. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to see if I can get this going. Now, I've got a couple other things here. I've got this small chest down here. Shoot with 3 bolts to open. I don't have the ability to shoot bolts at the moment. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, and I'm not getting enough. Okay, I'm not going to get enough here. So let's go ahead and drop this guy up there. There we go. Yeah, because this damage sucks. 11 to 21, 11 to 20. Well, it's the same, actually. That's interesting. That is interesting. Huh. So yeah, I won't be able to open up this chest until I get Bolt Spell later. And then I've got this dwelling here. I can drop a bomb on it to destroy the dwelling. And sometimes something pops out of it like a shadow core or a fragment. So we might do that. We are still waiting to see if we can get some more levels here. I don't think we're going to get one, honestly. So I'm going to have to go ahead and pause for a second. I'm going to go ahead and throw a level 2 slow gem up here. Damage. Oh, look. I blew up a thing. That's cool. Oh! Really? Do I want to let that stand? What if I say no? B, bomb, boom. You can't go by. I don't want them going by. All right, so now we got the chance to do some upgrades. Let's go ahead and let this thing move forward a little bit. It is getting kind of taxing here. I'm going to have to press this one back here, right? Yep, right there. There it is, level 3 in the back. Take that. I wonder if I let this go, will I get up to level 3 here? Because if I do, then I could join the. I can put it here and join these. Yes, I can. All right, let's do that. I let a few of these bleed through, but that should be all right. Right? Yep. Now, nobody's gone through yet, so let's go ahead and join these two together. So this is all looking good. Now I got this last batch of guys coming through. And I like the way this is looking. Yeah, you got some guys through. Oh, so let's talk about this one. So I've got Banishment up to level 5, which gives me an Orblet. The Orblet will give me a slight bonus to my Banishment cost. See, it's just a slight decrease to Banishment, which is kind of moat-ish because they grab it. But that's really the thing about the Orblet. One guy, the first guy who comes here, doesn't get banished. Instead, he grabs the orb and tries to make a run for it. And that means you save the banishment cost. It's very much worthwhile. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and summon in another gem. This is level 2. And we're going to bomb this guy right here. Boom. I got some mana. I got a Shadow Core. So, you know, it's worth doing to see how that looks. The rest of that, that's going to go. They're going to go ahead and win. There we go. And my Orblet comes back. So I think an Orblet is certainly worth it. I've heard other folks say that they don't think Orblets are worth it because they're looking strictly at the value of the orb, the bonus it gives you. But it's much more about it than just the bonus. So anyway, destroy a beacon. We did that. We threw a bomb. We got a tricolor. We blew up a building, and we have 11 Shadow Cores. Very nice. Very nice. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure here. I'm feeling like things are getting a little close. So we'll have to see how things move along. But we're going to try. So now I'm up to 80 unspent points. I think I started at 45 or so. Now I've got gem bombs. Oh yeah, it's good. Hey, you can drop bombs. I'm aware. All right, so now we've got a new gem type. We've got a critical hit gem, and we've got the slow gem. We know that the slow gem is pretty good for damage. The critical hit gem turns out is really good for damage. I'm also very close to having enough to create the next gem. So now the question is what do I want to do with this? Do I want to stick this thing up here like this? and see if I can get to the point where I can get the critical hit gem. I'm not spending any points right now. Let's see. I'm curious. I don't know if this will work. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. There's 3. I can do it. Let's give this a try. I'm concerned that I'm going to have a problem. Let's do this. Let's bomb these 2 guys that got through. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let's put in a wall. There it is. Boom. You guys go back the other way. You're not allowed through. So now I've got this slow right around this critical hit gem. And this will slow these guys down a bit. Ideally, again, I'm going to go random on the slow because I want it to hit as many things as possible. Now, I really don't have anything I want to put into these traps besides just doing some damage. So I'm not going to worry about that. All right. I need 1,000 points to upgrade, huh? All right, so I'm going to need a double, I think. I can get a level 2 gem. Sure, let's do that. Can't quite get another level 2. Yep, that works. Now, if this is going to be my trailing one, I'm going to actually set him to least hit points. Why am I doing that? Because my intent here is I want him to kill off as much easy pickings that could cause a overflow as possible. I don't want this guy to let anything bleed through. Or let me put it this way: I don't want you to hit a fully healthed guy like this one when you could pick off somebody who has only little hit points like this one and save me the banishment cost that's down here of 38 mana. That is what I'm doing there. All right, let me take a quick peek around the map here. Do I have anything on this map? No, I don't. I just have the monster nest with 20 armor. Screw you. I ain't going there. All right, 1160. Am I going to get it? What is my max? 1152. That's interesting. There it is. Let's go and upgrade. Nice. We're all done. So I bled a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. Got a field token. And that's another one in journey mode. Open up another thing here. Now let's, I think what I'll do is I'm going to continue on a little bit more. And assuming that I get stopped here in 1 or 2 more, I will call the recording there. And then the next one we'll come back through on the endurance mode and we'll see if we can unlock any of those. I don't necessarily think I can get through all of those, but we'll give them a try. Oh, it's a wizard stash. Wizard stashes contain valuable treasures, including skill tomes. Fire a wizard stash with your gem to open it and claim its contents after winning the battle. So you have to win the battle? Yeah. Well, that's not true on endurance. Some wizard stashes are hidden in endurance mode or trial mode, which is no longer the case, really. Just wizard mode. Okay, so now I've got a few things going on here. I obviously have got a wave feeding in here. Here's my wizard stash there. I've got another beacon down here. This one's haste. So it's going to speed up the monsters by, 10%. Not a whole lot. Don't have to worry about that, really. But I do want them to come through this whole area up there. So I'm going to put down 2 walls right there to force them through this route. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop in a couple of these go after highest shielded armor. So what is this going to do? It's going to strip 7 points of armor off of everybody coming in. I'm going to do one more right in front here. Again, highest one. And now I'm just going to go straight crit gem. Again, I find the mana leeching gems just are garbage. And I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to wait until I get enough to create another level 2 gem. There's another 2. I'll put that one over here. Okay. So let's take a look at why I did this. Armor, level 4, right? If I come through, if I want to, I can hover over on the side here, and it will tell me hit points, armor, and speed. So I can see that's 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. So all the way up to wave 9, this guy is going to strip everybody off. Between the 2 of them, they will strip away 14 points of armor, so that basically I don't even have to worry about this for a little while. I'm going to wait until I get some more mana. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a decent sized thing here. Does this have any armor on it? No, it's shielded. Ooh, it's shielded. Hold on. I actually didn't mean to do it that way, but okay. So shielding means that it'll hit for 1 point. Every hit just takes 1 off. Now they're just going to keep stripping it away. Very, very effective. All right. I'm annoyed by this thing down here. If we look at it, it has armor. So I'm going to drop this one in here. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to go ahead and join him over here. All right. And now I'm going to be stripping off a lot. Now if I do this, I can just go straight to structure. It's going to focus this guy down. There, we're out. Excellent. Now I'm going to bring this guy up here. And again, I'm going to go for highest shielded. That's really the thing I want to pick on. If there isn't one, it'll shoot at whatever. And that's fine. Alrighty. So we're up to level 2. I prefer level 3 if I can get to it, please. Here's 3. Drop a crit gem there. Let's swap these 2 around. I could actually do a whole bunch of joining here if I wanted to. And given that I'm getting close to the end, I might. I got swarmly. So if you look over here, you see these hash marks on the side. The hash marks mean that this is a swarmling wave. These are the little guys. So I've got 27 of them. They're generally pretty fast, and they're fairly easy to kill as opposed to others. So I've got a couple of swarmling groups, then some regular reavers, another swarmling group. There's another signature there that tells you if you've got giants. So I'm not going to group these up because I want the multiple firing to happen on the swarmlings. There's a level 3. So I'm going to do another level 3 up here. I'll wait for that to finish. It did. And then I'm going to go ahead and join these. So I have 3 3s. Now here I've got how much armor? 14. And as you know, again, I'm stripping 7 here, but I'm also stripping another 13 here. So no problem. None of these guys should really have much armor, if any at all. Oh, somebody got through. All right. So let's do this. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a quick reaction here. I want you to come through this way. Dead. Back. Sweet. Actually, I could get an upgrade back in here, can't I? All right, let's do an upgrade. Just cause I can. And I've got my wizard sash and everything else done. So that's all the way up to field S4 in journeyman mode. I got another inner fragment. I've got another map. I've got another field. And I've got a trap skill tome. Sweet. I want that. So now with the trap skill tome, I'm ready to go back and do endurance modes. Come back and join me on the next episode. We're going to go back through the endurance modes of these fields until I end. And then we'll go back into the regular journeyman mode again. So endurance, then journeyman. Come back and join me. Thanks again for taking care of this. Yep, got another field, got another thing open. Great. Gonna go ahead and throw in my talisman there. And it looks like I can unlock something. Do I have any buildings? Initial mana. Oh, here's something else. Initial mana in this game is everything. Being able to drop a high level early gem makes massive amounts of difference. And so I'm going to upgrade this sucker so I get as much early mana as possible. Okay, so I've done that one. That's good. We've got skills. We've got trap. I'm going to throw this one up to 5 as well. You go one more. Bing. And that'll increase the firing speed of the trap as well as increasing the effectiveness of the traps. I think traps are wonderful. They expand. They enhance the special effect of whatever's in it. So if you put in a slow gem, it enhances the slow effect. If you put in a mana gem, it'll drain more mana. If you put in a crit, it'll give it a better crit damage. And if you put in the poison, it increases the poison damage. And traps and poison are like beautiful, man. They're beautiful. They make me cry. All right, come back and join me. Take care. Bye bye.
Creeping through the shadows in the corners of your mind. I go with the windows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a